Yo, it's DB.
And your girl Serena.
And welcome to Book Smart, Street Smart.
So, we have a very special guest for you today.
We've got a special guest in the building.
She goes by the name Simran. She's a TikTok extraordinaire.
Simran167.
And in this podcast, she goes deep into some stuff, right?
Yep, dealing with her toxic relationships, dealing with hate on social media.
Yeah, Simran gets so much hate on social media. So, we find out exactly how Simran deals with all those negative comments.
Yes, and there's more to her than just a pretty face.
So if you want to find out how to grow your TikTok and just some general advice from the youth of today, then check out our podcast right now.
Stay tuned in all the way to the end.
Ba-ba.
Let's go!
Simran, I feel like you're the girl at the moment, right? Because I see you everywhere on TikTok, social media, the chicken wing dances. That video went viral, didn't it?
Oh my god.
Bloody hell. So I feel like I've probably been following you for the last year or so. And like since then, you've just grown crazily on like TikTok, Instagram, all sorts of social media platforms. And I think the one thing about you is you always come across as this like super confident girl who just like doesn't care about anything. So I think I want to start off just by asking you, like, where do you get this confidence from?
See, when I normally record, I'm with my friends, or my family. So it's not like it's anything weird. I've seen this with my friends, like when I go out and I see the response, I feel like that's so different to like recording at home with my friends and family, who I'm comfortable with. Even the chicken wing dance, I've been friends with her since primary school. So it's like, it was just, we normally do this together anyways, like dancing together and doing whatever, but
you do things in public as well, to be fair. Like, I see so many TikTokers in public now, like doing all these videos and stuff. And I'm like, even I feel embarrassed to do that.
Yeah.
So like, where do you get the confidence to go out and just think, you know what? Fuck it.
Fuck them all.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Would you say you're a naturally confident person then?
I feel like I'll put a front on because like I'm like, who's gonna know me? But then I say that and yet people know me, and then I find it awkward because like someone might. Thing is, I get lose a nice response in person, but I might get the odd few haters as well. So it's a bit.
What, in person?
Yeah, in person.
What happened? Tell us a story.
Juice.
So I think it was like AP concert. So me and my friend Bovan. So we went out. And like a few girls approached us and they brought up a situation that happened with like my ex the past year. And they were just hating on me in person. I just started thinking like, okay.
So the girls were just
Saying
all
what?
attacking you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Bringing up that situation. But.
What, saying what though? Like, just straight to your face?
Yeah. But like with my ex, and then we just let it be because it's a bit awkward and it's in person. See, I feel like I might come across confident, but if someone hates on me, like, I'll remember it, like, you know, so.
Because you get bare hate. Like, the fact that you still keep going, right? Considering how much hate you get, like, I have so much respect for you. Because I understand, like, we meet, like, social media influencers and content creators all the time. And, like, there's so many of them who say, oh, you know, I'm scared to put this out because I'm just going to get hate for it. Whereas you don't give two shits. Like, I feel like you just kind of like thrive off the hate. You're like, yeah, you hate that, I'm gonna give it to you even more. And like you'll do response videos and stuff as well.
What makes you what do you channel at that stage then?
But I don't know anyone that hates on me. If someone personally hates on me, like my family, my like friends, then it'll get to me. But no one personally hates on me.
Because you don't know them, you just fuck them.
Pretty much. So I feel like when someone like I don't know hates on me, I don't really care. It's like, okay, cool.
But you just note it in your head.
We got loads of hate recently on like
a
recent video that I posted. We do get a lot of hate. I never used to get hate before, but I think ever since we've been public about our relationship.
You're public about your relationship, or public about if you just put an opinion out there, or if you just put like.
I didn't hate because what?
Oh, so basically,
we get hate a lot about.
Just us two being together.
I'm apparently a toxic male.
Yeah,
and
I always get girls.
She deserves way better than me.
It's
like a red flag girl. Like I'm just looking out for you and all this shit. Like I'm not trying like throw shade, but I'm just looking out for you. Like even though they're probably fucking single and they're like 40. Oh.
Interruption! Airplane mode!
Oh yeah.
No, I'm only joking. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Make sure is it on silent?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's okay. Answer it, man. It's a FaceTime. What the fucking talk to my mom? Is it mom? Oh, answer it then. Hello, say hello to your mom.
it's not that deep.
Mummy,
Yes,
mummy.
it is.
Answer it. Answer it. Mom.
Why not? She know you're doing a podcast.
Oh no, she doesn't know what I'm doing half the time, but
Oh, we should have answered it, man.
That would be so
No,
funny.
call her back. Fuck this. Call her
No,
back. Say you're live on the podcast.
My mum scares me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Everyone thinks like my parents are calm. My dad is, but my mum's very like the opposite of calm. So
What, have you got her
she
blocked?
gets on top of me.
Have you got her blocked on your TikTok?
No, I did people.
Oh, you haven't?
I'll block her, unblock our faces in it.
Do your parents ever say anything to you about?
My dad doesn't get involved. I'm pretty sure.
Has he seen any of your stuff, your dad?
Yeah, 100%. But he doesn't get involved. He didn't say anything.
You know what? That's fair play because I feel like I don't know. I feel like you get so much like hate and stuff. It's only very natural for parents to want to come in and be like, oh, you know, maybe stop doing X, Y, and Z because we don't want you to be hated on or like, you know, anything to happen to you or get attacked or anything.
That's cool, man.
Because they understand like the money aspect. They see the money coming in. They don't really say much. My mom though, like when people do it to like the chicken dance, because she's on like Punjabi TikTok, so she gets those Punjabi like duets. So when that was going on, she was like commenting on the people's hates like. Giving bitten back, but it was like
oh, so she was really backing you. I love that. My mom does that as well, doesn't she? I put this video up about saying, you know, like when you're in your younger years, like you should actually spend that time working hard because a lot of people will just go out and try and buy things or pay for things they can't afford, and then later on in life they're like screwed trying to get a mortgage and all that stuff, but you've got no savings. So basically I said that video and then everyone started coming for me like, but life's not promised and you've got to live every day as it comes.
Who are you? You don't know who you are, blah, blah, blah. All that kind of shit, basically.
Yeah.
Do you get any like personal hate like that, like constantly?
I don't talk. I feel like I lip sync, so my opinions are never like out there for people to comment on.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
But what I want to know, Simran, is right, and I remember you did a TikTok and you were saying how, you know, a life of an influencer is not what everyone thinks it is. It's actually like a lot of hard work. And I remember you said how, you know, you'll be going around like restaurants trying to get a drink and take a picture. And I thought, you know what, it's so funny because people look at Simran's page and they'll see all these like gorgeous videos of you, but they never know what goes on behind the scenes. So like tell us a little bit about you know, you taking your content, like what the reality is versus what people see on like TikTok.
I don't think it's as hard as working a proper job because I'm still enjoying what I'm doing. But like even going out in public, it's a bit awkward when you take pictures. Like somewhere like everyone's just watching you because I take my light out and I'm like take my calls. My
do
friends.
You? Wait,
Yeah.
which light do you take?
The newer little like it's like a
The
portable
panel
light.
one.
Yeah. So it's, not everyone's staring, but at the same time like it's paid, so it's fine.
You're like, shit, think of the money, take the picture, take the shot.
Yeah, so I'm like, it's okay, it's a paid club, whatever. But I find it awkward, but then other than that, I feel like it's still easier than, because I don't work as many hours as someone that actually has a job would work. And then I've got contracts and I feel like it's still easier than working a job, but I feel like getting to the amount of followers to get paid, I feel like that's the long bit, if that makes
That
sense.
is such a good point. That is such a good
Like
point.
the actual growth takes a long time. And now you're at a place where you're getting paid.
Yeah.
It's not as much hard work as
Yeah.
trying to grow it because you're trying to keep up with trends.
But that's like anything in life, right? Like
Yeah.
any job or anything, like even doctors, for example, they leave uni and you always hear like the junior doctors and they're working so hard. But then as you get later on in life, that's when it does get a bit easier because you put the graft in beforehand, which is obviously what you've done, isn't it? So it's kind of paying itself now. But you've obviously got like sim eyes as well. So tell us a little bit about like how that all started, because obviously you make money from that and that's your own business, isn't it?
I was getting loads like brand deals at the time, and I was just thinking like, some of them 5-figure brand deals. So I was just thinking, if they're paying me this much, clearly I'm making sales. So in my head, I was thinking. Also, a lot of people were asking me like where I got my lenses from, my lashes from, or my lip colour. And also because I was just using the colours myself, I was just thinking, might as well sell them. So that's pretty much.
So have you?
It's not like an emotional story. A lot of people have like a proper like an emotional story with their brand and their business, and it's not even that.
So is it still going now? Sims are you still running it now? Oh wow! So like, how do you operate it? Do you go and manufacture products yourself?
Manufacture it, my home, sales I make, I'll just dispatch the products out.
So do you keep a stock at home, or do you like drop ship, or do you? Or
No, I keep it at home.
So you order it in advance and.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this business that you run now, Simsard, which like hardly anyone like we don't really talk about this as much. Like no one's talked about it before, have they? Like you've not talked about it openly on your page. Or anything. Okay, so Sims Eyes. So like, talk to us about that, man, because that is kind of stuff that we need to like hit home to like people that they can create a passion, like a business out of their passions in it. Like your passion is like makeup, Serena's passion is makeup and stuff, and beauty and glam and that kind of stuff. So she's created her makeup artist brand out of that, and like you've created Sims Eyes. So talk us about that process, like how like you've started off, because you kind of like brushed it over then. So you started off, who was you working for like first? What gave you the ideas? What led you up to being that like a
I wasn't
hustler?
working for anyone. It was literally at just uni.
So you was at uni.
And I was just like, I want to start something. Like I'm promoting other people's brands and products because
You've already got a following by this.
Yeah, so I was just like, I might as well start my own brand that I'm really passionate about and that I love selling. So.
And what kind of, just so people know, what kind of following number was you at when you decided, actually, you know what, like I could turn this into something for myself?
Not a lot. I was on like 50k, I think.
On Insta.
On Insta. Okay. But then I grew my TikTok from like probably 40k last year to like 300k.
Within a year?
Yeah.
Wow, 10x'd it in a year.
So that grew really mad last year. But
Amazing.
then like, obviously the more viral you get, the more sales you get as well. So everything just went hand in hand together.
Talk us through the steps about, you don't just like set up a business,
Yeah.
man. Come on, you're just like flipping like, oh yeah, just set up a mum.
So I got loads of samples coming through and I tested
How
it
did
out.
you get, where did you get the samples from, man?
Manufacturing.
No, I just like flipping,
I just googled it.
I just like rubbed the
the
belly of a genie and it just came. Come on, give us the fucking
Okay, so I
deets,
get
man.
loads of manufacturers. A lot of them I didn't like, so I wasn't going to sell them. Even
Like,
when I started off content.
Abroad, how did you get in contact with them?
Yes, abroad. Through email, a lot of them. And
Okay.
That's sick. Like you're at uni, right? You're a math student, weren't you, at the time? So like students at
That's
uni,
sick.
they're not thinking about other things like that. Like
Firms, ratings,
you're
man.
a
You're a hustler.
like you were fully there. You thought, you know what? Why am I
Most
promoting
people are
other
like,
people's stuff?
yeah, not trying to like create a fucking business in uni. That's mad.
Yeah.
So you've done that anyway. So you've contacted manufacturers from like Google and shit,
Yeah.
Googling them. Okay.
And you
then
always knew
emailed them.
lenses is what you wanted to do.
That's what I initially started off with, but I don't sell them anymore.
Oh, you don't sell lenses anymore.
There's a lot of illegal stuff with lenses.
Oh, sure.
Really?
We can go into that because that'll be quite good to know as well for people.
So with lenses in the UK, you have to be an optometrist to even sell them.
Oh right.
Which I didn't know.
So
And then like,
did you get like landed on by somebody?
yeah, trading came at home and I was like, oh God, sell them.
Really?
Yeah,
Trading
and then I
standards.
think I had like a bit of a mental breakdown that day as well. I was crying. I was like, can't sell what my business is like.
Yeah,
Initially,
yeah.
Sim
and it's
Eyes.
called
That's
Sim
good.
Eyes as
Right.
well.
Semis.
But then I was thinking,
Sick.
I'm not gonna just stop at this. I'm gonna come up with a new product.
Okay.
And then I started coming out with lashes and lipsticks.
Did they find you or anything, or did they just?
No, they didn't find me.
Oh, you got off lightly then. You're not that bad.
I was thinking.
They just told you to stop selling what you're selling.
Pretty much, because thing is, like there's different laws in different countries. So a
Yeah.
lot of the UAE laws, they're okay with selling it like that. It's okay in Europe as long as it's prescribed or you've got like prescriptions. But in the UK, it's very strict. They have to go to an optometrist. You can't.
Oh,
But
I see.
that's a load of rubbish, right? Because you have all these Halloween
Exactly.
like shops and stuff like
But
that.
that's
They're
not legal though.
Yeah,
It's not a lot of rubbish. It's just it's our laws, isn't it? So
but you know
you
what?
have to work within the laws, and it's just
But
it
I
is what it is.
wonder if you got
I know,
honed in
someone's
on them
reported
because
it.
someone's
Yeah.
reported
Yeah,
it,
someone's
you
obviously
know?
hating.
Yeah.
That's rags. That's
Yeah.
obviously. You know that for a fact. Like,
Yeah.
if you launch a business, especially as brand people, you got to make sure you got your shit fucking in order, because some brand people will hate enough on you to want to close you down or find some way to close you down.
That's what it is.
you
And then my
found that
brother
out.
looked at me and was like, to be fair, all small businesses end in the first year.
Yeah. But your brother did.
Thanks.
Yeah.
How
You're like,
okay.
thanks, brother. He's probably the one that fucking grassed on you. He's like, yo, my sister's fucking not letting me have the remote.
No, he's very like supportive of everything. He doesn't really care.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, now you're like, fucking, I've had a mental breakdown. Like, my business is about to collapse, and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna come with another product. What's the next product?
That's when I came out with lipsticks. But I didn't know if it was gonna run. That's another thing. When you start a product, you're paying so much money into something. You're just like, oh, is it gonna sell? Is it gonna work?
Oh, by the way, the stock that you had for the contact lenses.
Yeah.
What did you do with that?
I still have it. I've got a yearly like supply now.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
bless you.
loads.
Girl, I would have had some from you, but I bloody wear prescription contacts.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. Don't worry.
Unless I can
still
like
wear
double layer it, but I don't know if that's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so anyway, you've got that product still, so fucking it is
Yeah.
what it is. But so now you lost. Sorry, Siri. So now you've lost money on that product, but you're thinking, fuck it, I'm gonna go for another product. And then you thought about lipsticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lipsticks, and then I'm coming out with lip liners like hopefully this next week.
Sick.
And then sooner or later I'm coming up with concealer.
Oh,
Oh,
wow,
really?
that's amazing.
Wow.
Actually, I'm wearing it today.
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
look at those flawless under eyes.
No way.
But that's
I'm gonna pretend that I know what you're on about, but I don't.
couple of
You
months.
know what concealer is?
No, I do, but I won't be able to look at you and say, "Oh wow, that looks amazing." I'll just be like, "Oh, fucking
Oh yeah, to be
concealer."
fair, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now uni's
know them
finished.
ones.
I'm just hoping to expand the business. And
So-
yeah.
So you fully finished uni. You
fully finished.
You didn't want to go down the maths route.
I didn't mind. It was never like, oh, I don't want to get a job. But if I'm getting paid more without going through a job, then there's no point getting a job.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And put your like all your
Yeah.
hard work and effort into what's working for you now, and you'll be able to like potentially like set up, you know, a business that could go on for however long. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you're like sorted in that aspect.
Yeah.
No, you put in the work now, man. That's ratings, man. Anyone sitting at home now listening to this, or like fucking driving, or whatever you're doing, like, it's really good to look at someone that started young, and you might be thinking, you might be a bit older, or whatever. You might be thinking, oh fuck, she's like in uni, blah blah blah. It's never too late to start, man. Like, you can't look at someone else and be inspired by them. Don't be fucking, don't be looking at them and thinking in a negative way, like, oh, but they're young, they're living at home, their parents helped them. Like, a lot of bad people do that,
Yeah.
innit? Like, oh, their parents helped them, or this. Just look at it and be inspired by it is what I do.
Yeah.
Like,
And I think also as well, it's very easy for people to like turn to you, for example, and say, oh yeah, but you know, Simran had like 50,000 followers, so she already had the platform to launch her business.
you created that for
Yes,
yourself.
but you
The
created
thing
put
is,
the work
my
in.
parents have never helped me out. That's one thing, yeah. I was struggling at uni, but I knew my parents weren't going to help me out. But I feel like that's kind of pushed me because it's like, they're not going to give me the help. So if I need my business or my brand to get out there, I had to put the work in because
Yeah,
I knew
yeah.
they weren't going to help me out.
Yeah.
But if they were going to help me, a different story. But they were literally like, go uni, get a job, like typical Asian parents.
Yeah.
But I knew they weren't going to help me out. So living out, even paying all the costs, the bills, it was all on me. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's why I kind of put more effort into social media because I
You
sort of
thought,
like,
oh, I need something to bring in the
yeah.
income. So you can live off completely off your social media now. Completely.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
man, that's
sick, man.
Yeah,
Honestly,
man.
so good.
know.
Do you ever have days like, because I know I have days when I wake up and I'm just like, I really don't want to shoot content today. You know, like even just things like
Yeah.
putting makeup on and trying to put an outfit together. You just can't be bothered. Do you ever have days
I have the
like
same.
that?
Well, I'm
I
always like,
think that,
fuck
but then
the
I'm
contour
like,
today.
other people have to actually go to work and do something they don't enjoy. Like putting on makeup is still fun more than anything else. But no, I do have days, but then I'm just like, I'm so grateful because I was talking to a friend, they were like, generally girls would love to be in your position. And I sat there like looking at it like, I should be like, really happy where I'm at because I literally just wake up, get ready, make content and get paid for that.
I love it.
You're looking at it. You're grateful, aren't you? Like you're grateful for
Yeah.
the opportunity to be able to, like when you look at it in from that kind of a perspective, where you're like, I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to create content and to be able to do these things. Then you'll do it. Whereas if you're looking at it like, oh for fuck's sake, I've got to put makeup on and do this now. You're coming at it with a negative attitude.
Yeah.
So your mindset's obviously sick. That's the reason why you're fucking
Yeah.
just growing. You got a growth mindset, man.
Yeah.
That's
I feel
really
like
good.
it's easy.
You're a bit of a lunatic because you're fucking drinking vodka on the way here on a train. But listen, we've never had a podcast guest. You're like, yo, fucking vodka it up on the way on the train on a
In a
public
water bottle?
transport. You're like, who drinks on public transport? You're a fucking
Do
lunatic.
you know what it is? I was panicking before coming in. I was like, I'd rather shouldn't be able to talk.
Yeah, a bit of.
They're not just sitting there like, "Ugh."
Talking about which, you got a drink there, yo. Cheers, let's go. Cheers.
I fully rate you for that, Simran, because I think it's so easy for people to look onto your page and think, oh, she's just a pretty girl. That pretty girls always get it easy in life, right? But she's working hard. Like you're putting the hard work in.
Yeah.
So
Chicken
that's
wing dance
sick.
is not easy, man. Chicken wing.
Where do you get like your like inspo from? Do you feel like you have to spend a lot of time like scanning through TikTok? Like, what's the trends? What do I need to do? Like, how do you know what's hot and what to put out there?
I feel like last year was pretty easy when TikTok. It was literally like lip syncing, slap a caption on, and it just go viral. But that's what I was saying. This year's really changed. There's a lot of vlogs, podcasts, lives. You see them sitting TikTok live. I've seen a lot of people like blowing from that. Because last year, those people were like the year before, it's a lot of TikTok dances and TikTok.
Because it was a
lip
younger
syncing.
demographic, don't forget.
Yeah.
The
I feel like-
demographic, like a lot of people have come onto TikTok who are older now, so they don't want to dance.
But I think what would be quite good as well to know, Simran, is like TikTok, I feel like is the hot place right now, and everyone wants to grow on TikTok. It's not about Instagram anymore. It's like TikTok.
Yeah.
So from someone who's literally grown their platform from like 30,000 to 300,000 in the
What
space
would you
of a
say is a
year.
strategy then? What would you say is a strategy from doing that?
I feel like everything's changed in a year though. It's
Yeah.
like what I worked last year.
What would you do
work
now if you wanted to start? Like if you start from
Honestly,
zero.
podcast, what you guys are doing, I've seen everyone like trending on that. Like obviously everyone's seen Andrew Tate. Like any little bit goes viral. That works really well on TikTok right now. Like people that
Podcasting.
Yeah,
And then
people
cutting it
are-
up into a reel.
Yeah.
Or a TikTok, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. I feel like that's working really well. If you want to sit on live all day, but not everyone wants to do that.
Do you think that's a good way of doing it though? Like, do you feel like, because to be fair, I saw you on live earlier and literally like just comment was going crazy.
Apparently, that's going to help the algorithm in the next year, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
You're just doing it
watching.
because you're just making...
Yeah.
You're doing as much as you can to make sure you
Yeah.
stay on top of things, innit?
Do I look like if I'm not doing anything, I might as well just help my engagement. Do you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, why
Drink your
not?
fucking vodka on a train, do your live. It's so good. You're fucking crazy, man. You're a lunatic, honestly.
Have you ever had some really like scary experiences? Because I feel like you have a lot of man-hungry men on your like page, right? Like, have you ever? You know, it's true though. Like, honestly, some disgusting comments people write. Like, have
I
you
don't
ever
even
had
go
any
through it.
crazy experiences where I don't know someone's tried to like link
Like
you?
psychos and
Yeah.
See, in person, I've had people like follow me and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Or like,
You're so casual. She's like,
What's so
"Yeah,
casual about you? Like, yeah, so
people
someone
really
followed
follow
me. It was
me,
really
so
creepy.
creepy."
Like, yeah, nearly like scared the shit out of me, but it was like, yeah, it was alright.
It is what it is.
Now tell us about the fucking
Yeah.
stalkers.
I don't know. I feel like obviously because TikTok, I've been around Instagram girls that we go out together versus TikTokers. I feel like TikToks get a lot more people approaching them. I don't know why.
Yeah, TikTok's a fucking wild place, isn't it? For like the
Yeah.
comments on TikTok, people on TikTok are fucking next level, man.
They're so savage. They don't
Yeah.
give two shits on TikTok.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like with Instagram, you're just posting a picture, while TikTok people think they know you better, so they approach you because they think they know you better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're doing things.
Yeah, so everyone's got opinions in person. But like, I've had people like following me. I've had people come up
I'm
to
worried
me,
for you, man.
and like
I'm
this
gonna-
guy was like, was at the barbers. He spoke about me, and he literally was like, his friends were literally planning.
You
on
was
to...
at the barbers.
No, his friend, he was at the barbers, but I
Hold on,
knew
what?
him through like a mutual
Shit's
friend.
fucking escalated fast here, man. So what's happened here? Some random buzz at the barbers.
Yeah, and like, he's basically just said like the guy was literally like, if I ever saw her, I'd
He'd what? He'd
yeah,
R word.
yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on, that's
Have
really
I got
bad.
the right word? What? Oh,
Yeah.
R word. I thought you were meaning F word.
No.
Did the R word.
That is.
So he's met you,
Yeah,
and then he's at the barbers, and if I seen her, I would do this to her.
yeah.
Mad.
So
No, that's messed up, man. Who
That's
talks
fucked,
like
man.
that's disgusting? Oh, sorry, my sister's ringing me. Sorry, let me just answer this. No, we're not going to do tomorrow morning. Okay, alright, bye.
The one time she ever calls in the whole history of life is when you're
I
on a
know.
podcast. She never calls.
You know what's so funny, right?
Yeah.
So how old are you?
22.
Yeah, you're 22. So I'd probably would you class them as that same kind of category?
How do you talk to your friends? If you want to message your friend, how would you message your friend? Let's just ask that one. If you want to message your friend, just
Message?
Yeah, say your friend. Say, oh, I'm coming over tonight. How would you do it? What app would you use?
I like Snap or something.
Snapchat! Yo! This is wild! How do you fucking Snapchat each other?
Snapchat?
You can't keep the fucking...
Conversation.
Conversation?
24 hours only.
Do you have WhatsApp on your phone?
I don't use that.
See, this is my
We are
sister as
fucked.
well. I
Kill me
don't
now.
understand.
Kill me now, kill me.
Honestly, this makes me feel so old.
We know WhatsApp people, they're like, yeah, we don't use WhatsApp. We're like fucking
Yeah,
18-year-olds.
my mum said to me like
What the
TikTok,
fuck?
WhatsApp, but I don't watch them.
What TikTok? WhatsApp?
How did this
Oh,
happen?
TikTok's
Like links,
on WhatsApp.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
How
my
did this
little
happen in front of my
sister-
own eyes? In front of my own eyes?
You know what the maddest
I've
thing
become an
is?
old person.
Me and D have started jumping on Snapchat, right?
I'm
And
on Snapchat now.
my little
Yo,
sister
Snapchat
never-
right now, fuck
yeah,
this shit.
My little sister
my phone.
has never snapped me more.
Fuck this.
Here. My little sister has never snapped me more since I've been on Snapchat. I'm like, this is so good. She's like, oh,
I'm
this is so
cool.
cool. You're on
I'm in with the
Snapchat.
kids now, bro. Yo, Snapchat's popping off.
It's actually madness. Are you going to actually take a Snapchat right now?
Snapchat gang. We're still relevant. We're still relevant. Yes.
Oh my gosh, okay, keep going. I'm looking at Snapchat.
Anyway, yeah. Bro, you gotta keep on top of this shit. How did that happen? Like, so you literally don't WhatsApp whatsoever?
No.
You have like Snapchat groups with your friends. So what happens
I
if
have
like
a private story on my Snap, and I'm very confident in what I post on there because it's like 4 people.
Okay.
And there's a bit of a bigger one where I'll think before I post.
Now what happens if you just like send a message to a friend, but you want to refer back to that message?
But like, it's on 24 hours only, so I
Yeah,
can
but
see
24
what
hours, nothing. Like the amount of time my friends have sent like a postcode to their house or whatever, and I type it in on WhatsApp to try and find it.
No, you don't have that. Your
But I've got
generation's
24 hours, I'm seeing it today,
lost.
then it's going to be there, right?
It's so weird. Like even my sister like sends me like photos on
Yeah,
Snapchat.
yeah,
Like you don't
yeah.
WhatsApp the photos now. You just send them on Snapchat.
Yo,
Yeah.
this is wild to me.
Honestly, you know, for
we need,
us,
we need to be on Snapchat more.
trust me, like I'm 27, right? So you in like 8 years time, you're gonna listen to like 18, 19-year-olds, and it's gonna make you feel so
You're gonna
old.
be, trust me, you're gonna be.
They're gonna
fucking-
be like, oh, you Snapchat, will you?
Nah, I don't know
funny?"
about Simran, man, because you're proper in with the shit. Like,
Yeah, true.
you keep
she's
it on top of it.
current,
You keep it on top of
yeah,
it.
That's
like,
true.
You're only young. How old are you, by the way? Don't let me ask you.
22.
22.
Yeah.
That's young, man.
Yeah.
You're doing a lot for 22. Yo, give me some firms. The way you do it so nonchalantly as well.
I know.
I'm fucking, yeah, I just got like nearly like, you know, like abducted. Yeah, it's all good.
I feel old though. I'm like, I'm 22.
No, but like
23 next
that's
year.
young.
Oh,
that's
that's
young. Trust me. When you get to
nothing.
like, let's not talk about my age, but when you get to like certain ages in life, you start thinking.
I
Like,
met you when I was 23, so that'll be Simran next year. So that's how old I was when I met you.
I noticed the Chandra,
Oh yeah.
and so I'm just thinking like, which bunda's giving you Chandra and that with a little M on there? Manjeet, Manpreet, who could it be? Manjinder, who is it? Yeah.
Sing the song.
You got man in your life.
Song, Chandra.
Oh, I don't even remember how it goes now.
This is quite recent to be fair.
That's actually like a bad song though, isn't it? So it's not a good song.
Oh, is it? I thought it was.
It's calling the girl a hoe. That song is. You know? Chandra.
I thought it was a
Did
cute
you know that?
song about putting a janjan on a girl.
Karanojla, Chandra.
Yeah, Tanjara.
It's like the whole meaning of the song is basically saying you're a hoe.
Oh, wow, yeah, I don't know that.
Well, anyway, now you guys know.
shit.
Serena's singing it to us. I'm like,
What's the song called? And loads of girls have it on TikTok, and they put the janjan on. It's like the man's putting the janjan on.
Maybe that one. Is this Shania Green?
No, sorry,
Oh,
it's a random
okay.
number.
Have you got a Chandra bunda giving you
But
a
I've
Chandra
only
in your
like
life?
been in a relationship for like 2 weeks now, so
2 weeks?
it's quite fresh.
And it's gone from 0 to 100 quick because he's already given you Chandra. 2 weeks.
Pretty much. That's how I'm like. Do I
Not
talk
I've
about
been
it?
Serena Chandra and we've been like 4 years deep.
What the hell? You've never got me a janjan.
We'll save that for like marriage shit.
No,
I'll give you a diamond
Simran
ring.
got a janjan 2 weeks into
Does she have
her
a diamond ring?
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be a diamond ring 6 months later.
Oh, you're a shit
Right, we're
progressive
going India in December, right? You best believe but I'm going to be picking out a nice dungeon for D to
No,
get
no
me.
way.
I mean, they're like,
when you get married, yeah. Anyway, what I was gonna say. So you got a man in your life 2 weeks in.
2 weeks ago.
Hold tight, Manjeet. Is it Manjeet, Manpreet?
I'm not going to say his name.
out here.
Hold tight, Manpreet. We see you get in the Chandra. You make me look bad, but it's cool. So, but you've been in relationships in the past. You've been quite open with them, innit?
Yeah, I know.
Well, relationship, let's say. That was
Okay.
the first, that
Yeah.
was where I first found you. Because remember, there was this guy, and you were like in Dubai, and I saw these snaps, and I was
Yeah.
like, because you don't see a lot of like
Yeah.
Punjabi couples being so open, like that especially. And I was like, oh, yo, this girl's like fully just put her whole relationship on TikTok, like so open about it all. And then it got bad, like it got really bad. But you know what? Ratings to you, because even my little sister was talking about it. You're very open with your experience and sharing what
Yeah.
happened. And I think that's really important because a lot of girls need to know this stuff to make sure it doesn't happen to them. So like, you know, as much as you want to, like, share that with us, because I think a lot of girls will be listening who might be in those situations. They need that advice from someone like you.
Yeah. See, that relationship started really well. Like, it was a lot of love bombing, if anyone's heard of that. Like, everything's too good to be true. And then...
Love bombing. So it's like giving you loads of love.
Everything.
Basically.
So is it
At the
love
start.
bombing when you say
Like-
I love you straight away? Like, pretty much that's what you say.
Pretty
Like,
much. A
yeah.
bit of, like, everything. And then... Sounds so bad saying this now. So long story short, I went on holiday with him, but my parents didn't know because I was at uni.
and how long into the relationship was this?
Like, 6 months.
Okay, so this is when it's all like cutesy, loads of love
Yeah,
bombing.
all
okay.
of that.
Okay.
And then I came home, I found my parents found out, and then I was panicking.
Oh, they found out how?
Yeah, I think my siblings like snitched on me.
Oh,
Same brother, not him again.
He's a snitch, you know. I don't get along, but he snitches on me. Yeah.
So what? Did you literally walk into the house and your parents were like, "We know where you've been"?
No, see, I don't know how I found. I think my sister rang me saying that like my parents know, and then I was on holiday panicking, thinking, "Oh my god, they know!" Like, what am I gonna say when I come back? And then without asking, thing is, my ex he went to my parents like shop and just said whatever.
What do you mean? Said whatever.
He was just like, "So I'm dating your girl, this and that, etc., like A to Z." And then my parents was like,
Well,
"Is that awkward for
after
me?"
Dubai?
But I didn't really want him to do that. He just did it without asking.
After Dubai? So you come back from
Greece.
Dubai? You went to...
This is Greece.
Yo! My head is... So you went to Dubai,
Greece.
your parents found out.
Greece, and my parents found out.
You went to Greece and your parents found out?
Yeah.
So what did you say Dubai then?
Because you went to Dubai.
I
as
did
well
go
with
to
him.
Dubai. That's like it.
Another time.
Yeah.
You're a lunatic, man. Go, let's drink to that, man. Let's drink to that. Let's drink to that. Yo, you're a lunatic.
What's the reason about that? She went on holiday with her boyfriend.
Without her parents knowing.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's
She
great.
If
hardly
I
knows
told
the
my
guy.
parents, we were never gonna
You're
say
only with him
yeah.
for 6 months. You go on holiday with him. Come
Yeah,
on.
I was young and stupid.
Anyway, yeah. So you went to Greece. Your parents found out. Then you come back.
Yeah, and then he knew I was panicking, so he just like went to my parents and then
Sure.
spoke to them. Yeah,
Okay.
but at that point they kind of like knew.
Yeah.
Fair play to him though for doing that. He's a bit mad, but fair play. So he went to the shop and just like
Yeah.
said, "Yo,
Yeah.
so man's doing a
And what
thing
did your
with your
parents
with your
say?
daughter still."
I wasn't there because I was too scared to see them, so I
Yeah.
don't know what they said. But like they were calm about it after a bit. 'Cause,
Oh, okay.
you know, he did look after me at that time,
That's
but then
nice.
everything went toxic like real quick. Because I was living with him before, like obviously marriage, and my parents weren't happy about that.
Well, you were
but-
living with him as well.
yeah,
Oh,
that's why I was
God.
like in a year in London.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were living together, and then when did you start to notice the like toxic traits? Like what kind of things did you notice? And you thought, like this is like red flags.
I feel like it was simple things like how you dress, who you go out with. Even like with my parents, he was like they don't love you. To like my friends, you can't talk to them. But it was so like I don't know, like it was so weird.
I get you. Like
In a
someone
weird
listening
way.
right now will be like, what the hell? Like
Like-
if someone's saying that to you, then you would ditch them. But they do it in a
Yeah.
way that's really manipulating.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And they didn't like me see my parents or my friends. Or
Like,
even
so what kind of? How would he phrase it to you?
So if I try to talk to my friends on the phone, he'd be like, "Go wash the dishes." I know it sounds so funny, but my friends would be on the phone and like I didn't really have a choice in it, so I just did it. But then
That's sad.
yeah, but then like obviously they all noticed, but then I feel like in that moment I was so in love, like
Yeah.
head over heels. Also, because my parents knew, I thought like I know we're not married, but I thought like basically a married couple.
Yeah.
So that happened.
That's really bad. And then what, like, so what would he say to you, for example, if you wanted to go and see your parents? Like,
He didn't want to see my parents, realistically. But like, he was so fake in front of my parents because he'd be so nice to my parents, but then he cussed my parents out behind my back and be like, they don't love you. But it's not like they've never done anything to not love me, if that makes sense.
they're trying to just get in your head, because basically he's
As
trying
in,
to pull
yeah.
you away from everyone else, so that it feels like you, he's the only one that loves you, and you should just be with him and do whatever he says, and trying to like dissociate you from everybody else, basically.
Pretty much.
That is so messed up. Isn't that what they call a narcissist?
Yeah, narcissist.
Yeah.
See, when I went through that breakup and I went for therapy, they were like, I explained whatever happened. They were like, yeah, he was a narcissist. And I was like, oh, didn't know that. I didn't know what that meant.
Yo, you're so
But
funny.
you know what? I love her attitude because now that she's come through and you can giggle and have a
Yeah.
laugh about it. Obviously, at the time, that's like,
The other one's like, oh, I didn't know that.
no, but that's.
I'm fucking convinced you go through the maddest traumatic shit in your life.
Yeah.
But
And
I
you'll be
don't like dealing with it.
that happened, and then
Yeah.
like fucking get on with it.
But that's
Ain't
such
it?
a good mentality. Like, I feel like I'm learning from you. Honestly, I feel like I am, because I think.
It's a good mentality, but
Yeah.
obviously you need to deal with the situation as well. Like you need to like.
But she
Are
probably
you-
has, but it's been, how long has it been since you guys
It's been
broke
about a
up?
year now.
Yeah, so she's had time to process it and everything. So then when did you realise, you know what, like enough is enough, like I need to get myself out of this
See,
situation?
in Dubai, when we went to Dubai, that's when he started like, that sounds so funny, but that's when he started like physically like beating me up. And then around that time, I kind of knew that wasn't right, but then I was just like so in love, so it's like, ride or die, you know. That's what was on the vibe.
So
But then,
messed up.
So he like put his hands to you in Dubai.
yeah, but then it kind of just, I thought it was like a one-time thing, but then it got just frequent and more.
You know what? This is exactly what happens, though, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
one little thing happen, and you think you brush it off, and then I hate it when people always try and put girls down for that situation. Because the thing is, it can happen to anyone. Like, you know, obviously you can see here, you're an intelligent girl, yeah, and this happened to you, so like this could happen to anybody.
Yeah.
So like, when that happened, when he first hit you, like, was it like a drunken thing? Like, what happened?
It sounds, if I tell you the reason he beat me over, it's so stupid. For example, the first time in Dubai, you don't want to go on a ride. Simple as that.
You want to go on a ride?
Yeah, because we were literally at that fair where they're just going like loads of rides, and I love rides,
Okay.
and you don't want to go on it, so you just started throwing a bit of pissy fit. And then we got back home, and and even like the second time, it was literally like he had a work conference call, and I had a uni lecture on, and he was like the volume's too loud. It was like stupid petty things, like the first time, I'm like, he got my neck and then like slapped me on the floor, but like it was concrete floor, and then he just got on top of me and just like beat me up, and then I don't know, just like slapped, beating, chucking shit at me, like whatever, punches, whatnot.
But yeah. And was you fighting back or anything? Or?
No, because I just knew like he's stronger than me, like that's stupid in it.
Oh, that's so horrible.
I wish I did though. If I go back in time, why would I?
Yeah.
But then,
Get in your head like, come on, bitch.
yeah, pretty much.
That is so
Fucking hell.
toxic.
The way you talk about it is a bit mad. As well.
I joke about all
I
the
wish
time.
I just punched him.
Yeah. But you
I
know
think it's
what?
my coping mechanism.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
about
I was gonna
to
say
say
this.
though.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You said about the
Yeah.
dealing thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't actually think you like. I think you're still
I think
dealing with
it is
it.
a coping mechanism.
Like you need to. You like.
Yeah.
You need to
But
like
she's
look
gone
into
to
that,
therapy
man.
and stuff, isn't it?
Oh, you going? So you.
No, I did it like 2 times, and I was like, this is not for me. It's so boring. I just talk about my like trauma. I was like, okay, cool.
My heart, like, I feel like I'm gonna come to your parents' shop myself now. I'm like, yo, please.
It's a bit expensive for me. I was like, oh,
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
gosh, Simran.
Why good?
I
Help, Kara.
Please look after Simran.
Kosh karo yaar, please.
No,
Yeah.
that's mad.
Yo, you need to honestly deal with this shit, man, because you don't want to like just brush it. Like, I know, like,
Yeah.
you cope with it and we deal with it and we have a laugh.
Yeah.
But, like, make sure you're dealing with, make sure you put yourself first, man.
I think I just
Like-
block it out. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but-
happened. Like, cool.
You know you have.
Like, no one's gonna beat me up. Hopefully.
Your mental health, you need to like you're in control of that. You need to like
Yeah.
you need to like make sure you're like we go to the hospital, we go to the doctors, we go to the opticians, the dentists, do everything for our physical health, but for our mental health we don't go anywhere. Like you've been twice, you know, fuck it. So make sure man, you deal with that shit because you don't want it to like creep up in other ways. 'Cause it manifests itself in other shit that can fuck up your current relationships and you know other things.
It's true. Like, I don't mean to get really deep, but obviously, like what you said
Make sure,
actually is really traumatizing. Like, even
Yes.
me right now, Simon, like my heart's sunk. Like, genuinely, because I can't even imagine. Like, you know, seeing such a beautiful girl as well. And this is the thing. Such a beautiful girl. People will probably look at you and think, oh, she can get any guy. Like, would shower her with all this, and you had all of that, but you were manipulated to think that that was the person for you, and then, you know, he turned on you, and that's horrible. Like, you probably felt so isolated as well, you know, in that situation.
Yeah, you do. So obviously, but now you are where you are. You've learned from that. But like I said, make sure you put yourself first, health-wise. Make sure you're doing the right things.
And like,
Look at you, look at me like, shut the fuck up. I'm not gonna go.
No, I get it.
I'm like trying to be a I'm
trying to be your
being a dad. I'm holding on WhatsApp. I'm sending you good morning fucking messages. You know, I'm old.
Please look
But
after yourself.
honestly, please, just for your own sake.
No, I'm a bit wary now because you know with love bombing, I'm just like, do you love me? Or you're just doing it for the like to get me, innit?
Yeah.
100%. Now listen, Simran, we're adopting you. You can be our kid. We're going to look after Simran now. We're going to make sure Simran's protected.
Yeah.
We're going to meet Mr. M and make sure he's looking after you.
Mr. Manjeet.
Because you're a good girl and you deserve, you know, someone good in your life, 100%. So anyway, right,
Yeah.
from that whole experience, what would you say to girls, all guys, this could happen to guys, like what are the things to look out for, and like how would you say to get out of that situation, like what's your advice?
I thought it's so weird when that happened to me. Thing is, around that time, I wasn't even like religious or praying, but at that time I did part because like one time he just like beat me up, and then his friends were downstairs laughing, partying as normal, but I was upstairs crying.
And
I
they
did
could
part, yeah. But I did part that day, and then like literally in 2 days, like everything ended. Like I don't know. Like I found out that he cheated and this and that, etc., etc. So I feel like praying helps.
Do you pray now still?
Yeah, I feel like even that time I was really religious. I'd pray every day. I think that's how my social media grew. I don't want to say like it was directly linked to God, but like literally I went from like I said 30k to like 300 and something. Like that blew for me. But yeah.
And would you associate that with like getting more spiritual? Would you say more spiritual now through that journey, or?
I feel like I don't want to say in a bad way, but I feel like I'm not stopped, but I feel like I don't pray as every day I used to. Like before, I'd be like on a day and night, like the whole day.
Look at you, man. She's like, yo, she's praying, like, please, why do you give me like 15 followers? And now you got the followers. You're like, okay,
Not followers,
I'm praying once a week now.
But like, I feel like
She's like, okay, don't worry, I'll pray next month.
no, not followers as such. But I feel like I just pray and just to feel better because I was so depressed at that time.
Yeah.
One thing that got you through.
Keep you spiritual.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I feel you.
But I was like, I'm not going to sit in bed, so I'll just get ready and make TikToks. But I'd make the TikToks but cry after.
Really?
Yeah, all the time.
Shit.
And then...
That's class.
No, it's
Crazy,
fine, I get
man.
paid.
You get paid. You can't just keep saying that, man. Talk about TikToks getting paid. How did you and Steel Bangles link up? How did that happen? Because I bet everyone was like, yo, what the fuck? Everyone thought you were together.
I just knew him in like the past, like friends before. Like he's like my big brother. Yeah. Yeah.
So how did you go from being a big brother to cooking up meals for cooking up a
Oh,
storm
nothing
and that?
like-
Yo, man's like getting his chef on and that.
Was the food good?
Oh yeah, the food was really good.
What did he cook you?
Chicken and potato.
Chicken wings.
Pretty
Chicken
good.
wing.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was really
Yes,
good.
Bangles, hook us up, man.
Yeah, still bangles. We want some food.
We sing your food, man. Honey.
Yeah. Dee will cook for you.
I'll cook for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You cook for me, bro. Come on,
Someone
bro.
hook it up for us.
No, yeah.
So you
Just friends.
just friends.
Like my brother.
Nothing ever happened.
Nothing.
Brother.
She's with someone now, so
But
obviously.
obviously, Manpreet. Don't.
Is he not
The past-
Manpreet, by the way?
History is history.
We're gonna call him Mr. M.
Nah,
Mysterious
Manpreet.
M.
He's Manpreet for me.
Now imagine if he's a proper Gordon now, you're gonna be so devastated.
Oh, don't do this to me.
Yeah.
It's like Matt.
It's like a dad. It's like a dad. It's a dad, man. The dad inside of me.
Like, Simran, I'm very disappointed in you. Flipping
Anyway.
out, Simran. What a journey, man. I feel like I'm literally like 1 minute I'm like
I've had
really
roller coaster
serious.
of emotions.
In it,
Yeah,
1
man.
minute I'm seriously worried, and the next minute I'm just pissing myself laughing. Like I don't know how to like
But I think
comprehend.
this is a life lesson.
I'm seriously worried.
I'm not gonna like.
Still, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm seriously worried.
Nah, Simran, we're locked in you. We're looking after you, man. Trust me. Trust
But you're
me.
killing it on the socials. You're doing your thing. So, Sim's eyes. You've got fucking lip kit coming soon. You got the
Yeah.
fucking
Lip liners.
lip
coming
liners.
soon.
You're doing your.
Building her business, hustling her way through.
Yeah.
Respect to you.
It's time to do.
And blocking out the haters.
It's time to do. Rated or not rated.
100%.
Straight,
This is
going.
our little game we do, Simran, on every
Right.
podcast. So we're going to shoot you some like topics, names, discussions, and you
You'll
basically
You'll
have
have,
to
you'll have, go on. Yeah, drink that shit. Drink. Shut.
So like, I need some like Dutch courage for this.
Don't know what you're gonna ask me.
So you have to basically say whether these are like rated or not rated in your eyes, and you have to be honest, Simran. None of this like, worried about.
Do I know
other
everyone?
No, it's not
No, it's not
people.
names,
So it could be just. We're gonna give you like anything. Could be anything.
okay.
Could be like this house. And you say rated, not rated.
Oh,
that
okay,
car.
yeah.
It could be
Yeah.
anything. But we try to aim it so it's like
Related to
Yeah,
you.
related to you. So
Yeah.
you started off.
Okay, first one. I chose this because I know you're a TikTok girl. Right, what is your thoughts on the clean girl aesthetic?
No one realistically does that. Who actually gets up every day and does clean girl aesthetics? Like even, just getting ready to like cleaning to like just get everything organized. That's not realistic.
I'm not that girl either. Simran. I wish
Yeah.
I was that girl. Do
Like-
you make your bed as soon as you wake up?
Oh, no, that's what I'm trying to say. I
You
feel
don't
like
even do that.
Do you make your bed at all?
first thing. No, I do, but not like first thing in the morning.
When do you do it, man?
About to go in again.
I'll
First
get
thing in the
up,
morning.
get a shower. If I'm getting ready to make videos that day, I'll do it. But if not, I'm back in bed.
Yeah, if it's featured in the back of a TikTok video, it's like shit. I might as well
I'm
just
worried, man.
iron out the creases a little bit.
Pretty much.
Fuck it up.
No, I love it, man. She's
Fair play,
real.
fair
She's
play.
real.
YouTube shorts.
Everyone's saying that's banging me recently, and apparently that it pays you more than TikTok videos do. So,
Girl.
You just follow the money, don't you?
I do. So, yeah.
Girl, you need to get a podcast and then YouTube Shorts for you.
Gonna try that.
Okay, this one. Right, this is an interesting one now. Public relationships.
Oh, do you know what? Clout-wise, it's gonna get you views. It's gonna, because everyone loves relationship content. Who doesn't not like relationship content? But if it doesn't end well, then yeah, it's gonna go left. And also, even if you're trying to get over someone's gonna bring it up to you in person, like regardless. Whether
So
go both
rated
ways.
or not rated?
It depends if it works out or not. The relationship.
If it works out, then yeah. Then,
That is
you know,
good.
for
If
a
it
minute there,
doesn't,
you know, because the way you talk, I thought you said if it doesn't earn well, but you said end well, didn't you? If
Yeah.
It doesn't end well. Oh, I was thinking if it doesn't earn well, then like fuck it off.
I'm not getting you enough clout. Allow it, find someone else.
Yo,
Do you
hold
think
tight.
you'll go public with your relationship? I've seen some snippets in the background of your TikTok.
Yeah.
That's not it.
Oh, that's not him.
No.
On your holiday, the one you went to in Milan or something.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You been to
not the
Milan?
other guy. Huh?
In 2 weeks, you've already been to Milan.
It was it. See, I've known him before, but he just asked me like 2 weeks ago.
Now I'm vexed, man. Why have I not had any trips to Milan either? No dungeon.
No, but that's
no
why he asked me
trips
to be his
Milan.
girlfriend.
Oh. To be
What?
fair, Dee asked me really cutely how to be your girlfriend. Do you remember what you did? Why are you moving on?
OnlyFans.
I wouldn't say that's rated. Only because
Really? I'm just surprised because you fucking.
Do you know
make
what
your
everyone's
money,
like? Why do you
girl.
start OnlyFans?
Huh?
No, I feel like one, my family will never accept that. Two, I feel like it depends on the content you're posting, but realistically, I feel like you're not gonna have a good stigma around it.
Would you do, like,
Imagine there's no stigma. Like imagine like it's just like cool. Like you can just do it. Would you be cool with it? Like if everyone's like,
It depends
yeah,
what you're posting, because if you're just posting like normal content like food, lifestyle, whatever, I don't think it's that deep. But like if you're posting like, you don't know it.
what's
Then it's a bit like, what's the difference between that and like Pornhub, innit?
Yeah.
no, but say if it's like not quite porn and it's not
What
quite
about if it was like feet
in the middle.
pictures? Like feet pictures.
I don't think feet pictures like it's feet, man. Isn't it?
Yeah, Simran's already on there every
She's
night,
already
like,
doing it.
chill.
I'm gonna do Serena's feet, man.
Daddy just feet on
On the
it.
slide.
I feel when
People
you
already got feet pages for Serena.
Stop
So
talking
can
about
I-
feet pages. I
Why
want
don't
people to look at it.
why can't we make money on it, man? Fuck that shit, man.
What was you saying? Sorry, people what?
No, I feel like feet ain't that deep. It's just feet, innit? Everyone's got feet. But
Okay, what about like bikini pics?
I feel like because I post bikini pics.
Yeah, you post bikini
No, but say if like you
anyway.
didn't post bikini pics, but you posted them only on OnlyFans, would you do that? And just didn't post it on
I
anywhere?
just feel like there's the stigma behind it, innit? Because like, oh, she's on OnlyFans. Even if you don't post anything mad, I feel like it's gonna be like, oh, she's on OnlyFans. And basically, she's
100%.
just a.
Yeah, but if you're getting all the rest of the hate anyway, you might as well just add to it.
Yeah,
you get all the hate. You're doing bikini pics anyway.
No one's gonna marry me at that
Who the
point.
fuck's gonna care? And you get paid for it. Do you know how much you get paid?
No,
I can convince you. You know.
Stop putting things in your head.
you've got- listen, Simran,
Your
Simran.
dad's like, yeah, get on his
Now listen,
Simran.
you got a TikTok manager, you got an Instagram. I'll be your OnlyFans.
Oh my god, don't put this out
Do you know how
there.
much money you make, bro?
You know, he's only saying that because he's like, yeah, Simran, so I'm going to be making 20% commission of everything
Yeah.
you earn. He's thinking in his head, ka-ching, ka-ching.
I'm like, yo, we need some more bikini pics.
But I can't handle the hate.
You know, but enough of the feet pics. Anyway, let's go to the next one.
Okay, right, this is a good one. Fillers or plastic surgery?
I don't think that. My thing with plastic surgery or fillers is like, okay, fillers is temporary. Like even like, I got fillers and facial filler and whatnot, but it's like it dissolves in a year. So realistically, it's not that deep. I feel like you can still look like the normal self that you was before. But I know people aren't all pro it. But then like it depends who you go to. I feel like as long as you go to like someone certified and they're not just gonna butch up your face, then it's fine. I don't see the problem with it.
So rated.
And if you're more
Oh,
confident
by the way,
with it,
so OnlyFans is not rated.
no.
And then so plastic surgery
I'm rating it. Go for
rated.
it.
Yeah,
If you're more confident and you're more happy in the way
you-
you look and like you're more prone to go out and live your best life, then just do it in it.
yeah, agreed.
Oh, sugar daddies.
Why are you giving the look for?
Hold
Why are
on.
you giving the look
How many sugar daddies have you?
I had no sugar daddy.
Jeez, Louise. Have you had offers?
Do you know, no, it's because everyone's like, oh, but your ex was your sugar daddy, but he's not. But like,
Have you had
Is
any?
he older?
yeah.
Have you had
much
offers?
older?
Like, hello, I am from
Right.
Mumbai. I would like.
was like 28 and he was like 19. I was 19, he was 28.
So he was like just under 10 years older. That's not a sugar daddy.
Huh?
I know, but like now it's like.
He was
30
19. He
plus.
was what?
Like 28.
Oh, that's quite grooming, isn't it? That's a bit mad.
Yeah.
19?
Yeah, that's
Like-
like my age now. I'm a 19-year-old.
No, 28. Sounds similar to like Shania's age or something. Your sister.
But he wasn't a sugar daddy. I
that's
fell in love
mad.
in it, so it's cool.
But anyway, so have you had any offers? That's what I was saying to you.
Oh yeah, but I feel like even like
Really?
fans offers, they come through as well, but it doesn't really do
Okay,
it.
so the sugar daddy ones,
Yeah.
like any Indian people?
I have so many DMs a day. I don't.
Yeah, but Indian ones that were saying like,
Yeah.
I will pay you like $10,000.
Pretty much, but like, who's gonna respond back and like see if it's real or not?
No way. It's Indian sugar daddies.
Yeah, but I
people
feel
like to
like
do
there's
that
sugar
as
daddies
well.
with every ethnicity.
Yeah, but I mean
What?
like
doesn't mean I'd like go for it.
you haven't had like actual money offers in your thingy.
I have.
No, you haven't.
I have.
No, you haven't.
I swear to you,
I feel like
have.
a lot of girls
Okay.
do it. Trust me.
A lot of girls do. That's normal.
Yeah, but it depends
Show
who
me
you
the
go
money
for.
then. Let's go. man.
Why would you let you go and chat to another guy?
All inquiries. Hello. I'm joking.
For
Go on.
God's sake. Okay, right. Dating outside of religion.
That's just for me because my family's kind of instilled it in my head. Like no, because
rated.
yeah, no, I feel like they won't let me. It's not a choice.
Would you, if your family didn't care and they were like
I
more?
don't know because I've never been in that position, but I feel like I've always dated a Sikh guy, so.
That's your like. what
That's
you
your
go
thing.
for.
But that's the only thing they're gonna.
That's
accept.
why I know it's a
I've got
man
no
breed.
choice. What's your type? Sikh. I can't date outside of that, right?
Yeah.
So-
For you.
I'll rate you for that.
Yeah.
Whole type Manpreet as well. Anyway, what about women paying on the first date?
Yeah, no, stupid.
Not rated. Yo. Everything else is fucking rated. Women power this, blah blah. But paying on the first date is the one.
No,
You
but why?
draw the line there.
If you can't pay for me first date, never mind like looking after me the rest of my life. I've had girls that pay for their boyfriends like fully, and like end of the day, like they just don't care about her, or they don't even like pay for petrol just to come see her. So
Mad.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you wouldn't. Pay
No,
for your
I
first
don't think
date.
I've ever paid.
Would you pay for any dates?
It's not that I haven't, but I just tend not to.
Fucking hell, so what do you do with all the money that you're earning, man? You just
It's myself in it. It's my own money, your money's my money.
Making herself look, yeah. She's making herself look greener, man, isn't it?
go get fillers, boom, 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 get bags, boom,
They live
boom,
on
boom.
Primo still, so it's free.
Yeah, I know. Mate,
Do you spend any
I
money?
post it. It's nothing I hide.
She's
I'll
got
post
thousands
it.
stashed up.
Do you spend any money on your own? Like, do you have to do like fucking go out and spend money anywhere?
I feel like transport is my probably biggest.
You didn't even pay for the train ticket to get here, you
Yeah,
told
that's
us.
Oh, by the way, yeah. She's skipping trains, National Rail. Don't look at me. Not me. Network Rail, not me. You get
Nah,
me?
I actually have a really funny story.
If they ask me to pay, I'll pay in it. But like, if it's not there, then you know.
If you let me on for free, then
No.
what to pay for?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Okay, university.
I don't think it's a bad idea, depending on the degree you do. I feel like my sister's got a very well-paid job and she's gone uni. I still gone uni, but I don't really use my degree. So it depends on each of their own,
And you
right?
still got a good paying job.
Yeah. So I feel like also if this stops one day, like I still got a backup plan. Like I can still get a job. And,
Yeah.
You know.
But at least you're living out your life now.
Yeah.
You're chasing your dreams, whatever your dreams are.
Much. Yeah.
Which is basically just getting paid to do fucking whatever the fuck you do. Innit? Which is like, you gotta, like, that's the best way. Like, if you're happy,
Yeah.
like, you're waking up in the morning, choosing what you want to do with your day and
Yeah.
making money from it, it's the fucking dream, really.
100%. Change that one for the other one. Oh no, I'll say
Facetune.
Oh, no, go. Yeah.
Ooh. Do
Say
you know
it
what it is?
again.
I
No,
don't have an
sorry.
issue with
Stop,
like girls.
stop, stop. Wait. Say it again because it's gonna cut out. Say it again.
Facetune.
I don't mind girls doing it. I've got a lot of friends that do it, but they do also feel insecure when they're out in person or the reaction they get. But I feel like if you're going to do it, also show yourself without filters and on videos, because they're going to realise that you don't look like that person. But then, like, if you want to do it and you're confident with knowing that people ain't going to recognise you, then that's on your own, innit? But also, if you're insecure about it, then just, like, don't do it. you know. Also, a lot of girls do edit, so.
So you're saying?
And another thing is, yeah, people
trying to
tend to bang a lot more likes when they do it.
Oh, okay.
The engagement is very hand in hand.
So the engagement, like you're saying, people want to see
when a
you.
picture looks 10-10, it's gonna get more engagement than someone that just looks like mid.
Real, like how you look.
Pretty
you blemish your
much.
skin.
So-
you might have a spot. You might.
But
have
that's why I like TikTok in it, because like unless you're using a filter, if you don't use a filter. On
So do
TikTok,
you face tune your photos on?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, good. We all do. Everyone does.
No,
That's just
100%.
standard.
So you face, you know, you do.
But
face
then
yours.
I'll also post myself on like
That's okay.
TikToks or without filters and this and that. So even like without makeup, which is ooh. But I don't get hate. But at the same time, it's like you can see my worst. So when you see me post, it's better. But
So you're saying, okay, you're gonna show everything, but you will face tune it
yeah,
to make it look better. But
Yeah,
you'll also
the
show
thing
when you
is-
haven't got nothing.
No, but can I just say something? That face
I'm
tune,
trying to figure
you
this
know,
out.
even for makeup, right? That's a massive thing. Like face tuning it to like smooth the skin,
Yeah.
like pop the highlight. Loads of makeup artists do it. That's why a lot of my photos are all videos, so people can actually see the makeup work.
Yeah.
But it's very common for people to.
I feel like
To be fair, I do face tune, but it'll just be things like whitening the background or like there's loads of stuff.
Don't you think it's a bit mad though? Like
It is
face
mad,
tune.
but you know what? This is
Like
what
you're
I'm
saying,
saying
you're saying you get
now.
more likes if you face tune.
Yeah.
If you make
Yeah,
it look all
100%.
pretty and like flawless.
Yeah.
But if you just do the same picture exactly the same and upload at the same time,
but like
you wouldn't do as
getting
well.
more likes is also paid.
What do you mean? Why is it paid?
I get
No,
what
but why
she's
is it paid?
saying.
Why is it paid though? You don't
'Cause
get paid
like-
per like, do you?
Not per like, but everything I post on Instagram now to this point is like it's a brand deal.
Yeah.
So if I'm getting paid, also my engagement, if it's hand in hand, like someone's gonna pay me more, a brand deal's gonna pay me more,
If your engagement's higher.
pretty much.
Oh, so you're saying, so that's
Yeah.
similar. So say if I'm an athlete and I take performance enhancing drugs because it makes me a better athlete,
Yeah,
which gets me paid,
yeah.
that's similar to you saying I'm a social
I can
media
see why girls do
content
it,
creator.
but then also I feel like rather than just because I've got friends that just will face tune, face up, and then even filters with videos. So the point like they've never showed their real face.
Okay.
So that
But-
when it
So
becomes
you're
a
saying
problem-
if it's paid, it's all right because
I'm
like,
not gonna judge you if you're gonna get paid. Realistically, you do you, and if whoever pays you. But on the same time, like I will literally post without makeup, without filters, without. So I feel like I'll do both. So when you see me in person, you can decide yourself.
Yeah,
but
well,
like,
to be fair, now seeing you in person, and
Yeah.
people will probably agree at home,
Yeah.
I don't think you look any different to your pictures or anything. You look like how I envisioned you would look
but
like.
it depends how heavily you face tune and face up or edit, really, as well.
yeah, some people go a bit
These
mad.
are like, he's going to be downloading face tune. I'm like, yes, it's okay.
Oh yeah, simple as it's okay. I get paid.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, well,
I'm not
Simran,
about it, man.
You know what? You've been such a fantastic guest. I love the way you've kept it real 100. I know you were so
Yeah.
nervous before as well.
I was.
Fucking crazy. I'm so fucking nervous for you actually. You're nervous. I'm nervous for you. I'm worried.
Yeah.
But no, you're doing bits, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Like we said, our platform we've started this podcast is literally to inspire people and also to give people who are doing amazing things like you, like give them their flowers, like
Yeah.
give them praise while we can. Like you're doing good. Keep doing it. Obviously, probably I would say like
Maybe not
maybe-
do certain things.
some things. Maybe not so much, but
And I think, you know what, Simran? I think what you've shown today is you are more than just a pretty face. There's so much more to you. And I definitely have learnt something from you. So thank you for sharing your experiences as well.
what?
Good luck, Simran!
Thank you guys for having me.